Hello, my fellow humans, and welcome back to Scatter Love Tarot with your girl, coming at you with another pick a card reading. We're all here sharing this human experience together, and this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic selves. We do things differently here on this channel, so with that in mind, if the message does resonate, it would mean the world to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. There may be triggering statements that do arise on the readings themselves. There's no obligation to force it to fit. And remember that triggers are a beautiful blueprint for us to deepen our healing journey. Your time and your presence today are a true blessing, and I'm so grateful to have you here. And if you are interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find everything you need in the description box below. Today's message is what the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now. We're going to start with the Angel Guide Oracle by Kyle Gray. But first, before we get into that, let's get to your prayer and we'll get your reading underway. Really excited to do this one today. I brought out like almost all of my angel cards. Not all of them, but almost all of them. So... all right. My beloved source, this prayer is for anyone and everyone that comes onto this reading, whether it's for a moment's time or for the entire time. Sometimes digging into our purpose is such a confusing affair. We're not sure if we're doing the right things or we're taking the right actions or we're actually following the right path. It can be so disheartening when we're not seeing the progress that we expect to see, or when things don't seem to be working out the way we expect them to work out. And letting go of our expectations when it comes to our own journey can be such a scary thing to do, because it means that we're truly giving you control over the outcome. That you promised us that as long as we show up, that you will meet us halfway, that you will bring to us what it is that we are worthy of, what we deserve, what will help us further on our journey. But sometimes our minds take that and say, it's going to come exactly how I plan it to come, and it's going to come exactly at the time that I think it's going to come. And that is not the reality of the situation. So regardless of where any of us are on our journey, today I ask that you give us comfort knowing that this moment, right now, not any other moment, not tomorrow, not yesterday, but this moment right now is exactly where we are meant to be. And I ask that you help us find solace in that, and comfort and groundedness, so that we can continue to take action towards our purpose and do what is in highest alignment for us, to let go of resistance and truly step into this beautiful state of flow. As these words are spoken upon this tribe and onto this reading, so shall they be. Amen. Aho. Aseh. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my beloved source. Thank you. So let me go ahead and set that up over here. Oop. Move the table all around. It moves on its own, so, you know, that's the RV table for you. All right, let's get into it. Archangels, what do you want my fellow humans to know about their purpose right now? All right, what do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? Thank you. What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? Thank you. What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? All right, pile number one. Archangels, what do you want pile number one to know about their purpose right now? Pile number one, what do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? What Oracle card is going to help us better understand this message today? What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? Thank you. All right, pile number two. What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? What oracle card is going to help us better understand this message? Thank you. All right, pile number 3, Archangels. What do you want pile number 3 to know about their purpose right now? Pile number 3, what do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? What oracle card is going to help us better understand this message today? There's a little bit of resistance right now. There it is. Thank you. All right, the collective energy, compassion. What a beautiful card. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? We have the heart chakra energy coming in today. We have this energy of truly embodying a being of unconditional love and holding compassion for the people that you meet upon your journey. Sometimes that can be incredibly frustrating because they bring with them lower vibrational energies, or they bring with them circumstances and situationships that we don't want to carry, that aren't ours to carry. Or we have expectations over others in our lives and expecting them to show up in a certain way or to do certain things. And with this compassion card coming out, it literally is saying that we have to let go of expectation. And I feel like also having compassion for yourself. You know, maybe things didn't go as fast as you wanted them to, or things are not panning out exactly as you had planned. Maybe you made a 5-year plan and you're at your 5-year end goal, but you haven't actually reached the goal that you had set for yourself. It's so vital to hold compassion and kindness for ourselves as well as for others in the world. We never truly know what each person is going through. We can assume what it is that they're experiencing or what it is that they're going through. But at the end of the day, the only one that we know and what is going on is ourselves. We only know what we're experiencing. We only know what we're going through and what we're feeling. And if our journey is bringing frustrations and feelings of not being worthy of what it is that we're asking for, we're not showing ourselves for compassion. It takes courage to change direction in your life. It takes courage to do something that you want to do. But instead of celebrating these, oftentimes we'll find that our mind is a huge negative influence on our journey, and it ends up beating us up, and we end up beating ourselves up because of that, or we start believing the falsities and the illusions that it's trying to sell us. And likewise with other people, we have a tendency to start believing them because we have been brought up in a society that really idolizes how others view us rather than how we view ourselves. And because of that, we have this skewed version of who we're meant to be. And that can create a lot of heartbreak and feelings of betrayal from people in our lives that we expect to show up in a certain way, and coming back around to that expectation. What I feel like Source is saying here, and what the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now, is that through the ups and downs, if you still come back to this place of compassion, it's not an invitation to toxicity. What it is holding space for people to be exactly who they are without judgment. It's just saying, like, it's not my place to try to change you. It's not my place to try to convince you of anything. It's not my place to sell my life or my actions to you. But rather, I'm just going to give you space to show up however you're going to show up, as long as that doesn't infringe on my boundaries. And keeping in this place of kindness is going to bring forth a lot of clarity, I feel, for you on your journey. If I can get it out, on your journey and dealing with others. But it's also going to bring in a sense of renewal for you as well. When we sit in compassion, it gives us energy, even if we might not realize it. It's that love that drives us. Composure, compassion. It says your angels are wrapping a light of compassion around you at this time and guiding you to let go of conflict or the need to prove your point. The more you resist and fight, the unhappier and more drained you will be. Pointing out mistakes or mishaps or concentrating on the negative traits or actions of others will only hold you back. Don't let the unjust actions of others block your experience of joy and freedom. Take time to review where in your life you may be feeling held back or even consumed by frustration and anger, and ask your angels to shine their light upon you and the situation. Changing how you see yourself will help change how others see you. Angels are surrounding you at this time and encouraging you to see yourself through their loving and holy eyes. All of the ups and downs you have faced, all of the insecurities you have overcome, and all of the setbacks you have moved beyond are a testament to your resilience and strength, and thus deserve to be celebrated. So have compassion and respect for yourself. Angel wisdom is encouraging you to love and treat yourself the way you would love to be loved and treated by others. Then your own actions will be mirrored back to you by those around you. So ask your angel guide to help you be more compassionate toward yourself now. Yeah, so the main message is self-compassion here. But also, once you're able to be truly compassionate towards yourself, you'll be able to mirror that out to others in situations that at one time you might not have felt like you could have, right? Absolutely gorgeous. These cards are so beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and move that over here. And I chose not to do frequencies today. I had the opportunity to do it in silence. I don't always have the opportunity to do silence because my family member might be home or they have things that they're doing, and that might be why. So today I'm choosing silence because I have the opportunity to. And for those of you that said that the other one was too loud, my apologies. I did not realize that my surround sound was up to so loud, but I will try to focus on fixing that in the future so it's not overwhelming on the videos. But it's ups and downs, guys. This is just how it goes, okay? So for pile number 1, we do have this dice with Uranus on it. Or we have this beautiful clamshell. Pile number 2, we have this dice with Pluto on it. Or we have this piece of amethyst for you to choose from. And pile number 3, we have this dice with the South Node on it. Or we have this piece of green aventurine for you to choose from. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, and whichever pile you feel drawn to, that should be the one for you, and I will see you over there. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this dice with Uranus on it, or if you were drawn to this seashell, or perhaps you were called to this card during the shuffle, this is going to be your reading on what the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now. We're all here sharing this human experience. This is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic self. We do things differently here on this channel. So with that being said, if the message resonates, it would mean the world to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. Triggering statements may arise on the reading itself. There's no obligation to force it to fit. And remember that triggers are a beautiful blueprint for us to deepen our healing journey. So that being said, your time and your presence are a true blessing and a gift, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Let's hop to it though and find out what the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now, pile one. What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now, pile number one? Wow, okay, so we've got the first house, we've got Aries, and we've got Pluto. So there's definitely a transformation coming in. I feel like there's this energy. It's a very weighty energy. You could have been dealing with somebody who is very brutal and very malicious by nature. Just someone who took out a lot of what they were going through on you and didn't hold back, or they were projecting a lot on you. This really feels like there's another purpose involved, or another person involved. And we'll get into what this has to do with your purpose. But I feel like what you need to know right now, or what the Archangels want you to know right now, is that you're about to transform the way you exude energy in the physical realm. Like, this is kind of like a no BS attitude where people aren't going to be able to mess with you the way that they did before, especially this person or this malignant energy. It feels like could be a repeat pattern that's come up in your life where you've always kind of had to deal with these very low vibrational people or these very toxic energies. And they're very manipulative, they're very brutal, they're very aggressive. And for you, you're stepping into this place of leadership. And naturally, when you put yourself out there in a state of leadership, you're going to end up dealing with people who are like this regardless if you're healed or if you're unhealed. But what's happening is that there's a healing here where you're realizing that you don't owe these energies anything. You don't owe them your time. You don't owe them an explanation. You do not owe them any effort whatsoever. That when they try to block your path, that it's easy enough for you to go through. You don't go around, you don't go under, you don't go, try to fly above them. You literally go through, because that's the energy that you're being given at this time for your purpose. And that I feel like this has all been leading up to this point on your journey where you had to reclaim your power back from really crappy situations, from really difficult situations, from really overwhelming situations that had you feeling like you weren't good enough, or had you feeling like you had no power, or that everything was hopeless. And something has happened recently where you have hit some sort of level on your healing journey and on your shadow work, or on just understanding your inner faith now and understanding yourself much deeper. So whatever it is that resonates with you, it's just you've reached this place and this point where now you're shedding the skin of the old you, the people pleaser you, or the wanting to be accepted part of you, or the feeling hopeless part of you, or the feeling undeserving. You're shedding that, and you're stepping into a brand new phase in your purpose. And it has to do with standing out as a leader. You're going to be a trusted individual in the community. This could have to do with divination, with occult, like maybe you do spell work and you're offering spells to others, or you're connecting with deities, or I'm hearing tea leaf readings, I'm hearing candle wax readings, things along those lines. But this could also be anything to do with the metaphysical world, or this could have to do with anything that is like underground. Maybe you're doing some kind of underground music. I just heard underground hip hop came in so loud. That's a very specific message. Or you're working with something that's very underground or hush hush, or is not necessarily open to the public, but is also something that helps the public in such a profound way. Okay, so today, just considering we are connecting with the Archangels, I brought out my Archangel Power Tarot. So we're going to be using that today to get further messages. So what do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? Pile number 1. What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? Thank you. What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? I feel like there's been a struggle, like, for you to embrace or embody yourself and your truth. Like, this is where you always wanted to go. This is something that's always drawn you in. But there's always that fear, maybe a fear of failure, or, again, the hopelessness coming in, just not seeing how it would ever really work out, and wondering how things are going to pan out for you, and now realizing like it's not for you to necessarily answer how things are going to pan out. It's about trusting and having faith. What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now, pile 1? Thank you. What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now, pile 1? What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now, pile 1? Thank you. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, ooh, we've got the Magician. Wow. Yeah, you're about to manifest something on your journey. And I feel like this is recognition. That's really what this feels like. Being seen for the ideas that you have, the intuitive notions, the downloads, the wisdom, the knowledge, the experience. It's like being seen for what you have mastered over all this time. You can manifest a life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Yeah, stepping into a new chapter, a new phase on your journey. Right now, even though things may feel like it's been a struggle, you're literally shedding the skin of the past, the being that you once were. That's why things have been so difficult, because when we're letting go of an old version of ourselves, we're making space. And sometimes that space is so uncomfortable that we end up going back to our old ways. Because it's better to have some kind of thing in the void than it is to just have this void. And so right now I feel like you've been in or guided to this place of letting the void be. Letting it be what it is. And that's been really uncomfortable for you, but it's also been really enlightening for you, which has helped you really work through the emotions from either one person who's incredibly manipulative and overbearing in your life, or through a bunch of people who were in that energy. And that's freeing you up to be your more authentic self. We also have Archangel Raziel here, so you might be working with Raziel. We have Queen of Gabriel, yes. We have passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. I love this. And this is embodying your power, the Queen of Wands. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. That's what I'm saying. Like, this feels like recognition. This feels like you're being seen, like how you weren't seen before. And it's not that you weren't worthy before. It's just letting go of those old beliefs and those old patterns and trusting that you're deserving of what it is that you're asking for. And I feel like that was a struggle. But right now, for your purpose, it's about stepping into this unquestionable self-belief where people see you as this brilliant, magnetic individual, very alluring, very attractive, very sexy, if you will. But it's just people cannot help but be drawn to you, whether they're seeing your face or they're not. People cannot be, they're just absolutely attracted to you. They can't help but be attracted to you. The Four of Michael, which is the Four of Swords. We have insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. And the Four of Swords is also talking about letting go. In the Tarot Marseille, it's talking about letting go of peer pressure, right? The pressure that's going on around you, the things that are happening in the world or in your family around you at this moment. And I feel like that's really telling. It's like insights come from quiet meditation. That's also stepping into the void, right? When we go into quiet meditation, that's us taking a knowledgeable, conscious step into the emptiness, into that discomfort. And in that emptiness, so much can arise. But when we sit with the discomfort, we're able to work through it. And that's that confirmation that I was feeling earlier. The 10 of Raphael. Wow. Leadership. Okay. Love and blessings will fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members and a happily ever after. Now, the 10 of Cups in the Tarot Marseille talks about stepping up into leadership. It talks about being able to be so grounded emotionally and having gone through emotional purging and stepping into emotional maturity in such a way that you're able to teach others. And so I feel like what you need to know right now about your purpose is that you're going to be leading others through similar experiences or similar emotional responses as to what you have experienced in the past. And I feel like that's going to bring such a sense of fulfillment to you. You're like a light in the darkness, but you're showing others how to stay in that discomfort. Like maybe forgiveness is your thing, or maybe letting go is your thing, or, you know, you could do something like, what is that called? Oh, it was right there. It was right there. Past life regression is coming in. That's what it is. You could do anything along those lines. Maybe you do hypnosis, or you are tapping into where you're helping people deal with their own toxic family members or toxic friends. But I feel like you're being driven, like something here. And it's interesting, if you didn't catch the collective message at the beginning, you might find more messages in that, and it's time-stamped in the description box as well, so you can definitely check that out if you feel called to it. But compassion is the card that came out on the bottom of the deck. And we're talking about compassion, but one thing I didn't mention at that time, because it didn't come up, but it's coming up now, is that compassion is something that drives our solar plexus chakra. So when we get that gut instinct to take action, that's usually something that's driven by compassion. When I say a gut instinct to take action, it's usually to help others, to bring love to others, to bring a sense of comfort to others. That is driven by compassion. That is us tapping into that deep, profound well of unconditional love. And so I feel like what the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now is that you're about to really get pushed into the deep end of compassion and love, and using that as a way to build a new life for yourself, because people are coming to you for advice. They're coming to you for clarity. They're coming to you for guidance of sorts, and they trust you because you've proven your worth, but you've also proven your experience. Okay, and those are two different things. They're not to be intermingled with one another, because your experience doesn't connect to your worth. When I say you've proven your worth, it's because you've proven your worth to yourself, that you are already worthy. And that's beginning to mirror out to everybody. You've proven your experience by being consistent in sharing your wisdom and your knowledge, or helping others in a very profound way, for a consistent amount of time, and you have built up a foundation of trust with others. And you might notice that things start to really slow down for you for a time being, but the slowdown is so that you can come back into this state of rest and really lean into trusting that everything's going to come together for you. But let's get some more on it. So what do the archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? Okay, on the bottom of this deck, we have the druid. Hold the space. What? Oh my gosh, what a beautiful confirmation. Right now is about holding the space. It's just you've made so much space on your journey, pile one. So it's like if things aren't panning out the way you expected them to, or again, that slowdown, I feel like it just like everything came to a drag, and it's just not really moving that fast. It's because right now the space is getting filled with positive things, with belief, with trust, with faith, with understanding of self, and these self-care practices that you're doing. That space is getting filled with new patterns. And your main thing right now is to hold the space, because holding this space for yourself is what makes you undeniably magnetic to others, because you're going to be able to do that for them as well. And that space, when you hold that for others, that creates safety. So right now, for your purpose, you're creating safety. You're going to be a safe space for people to come to. Yeah, we have Archangel Michael, 29, stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Okay, so right now, it might feel bumpy. It might feel like things aren't coming together, but that's not true, right? That you're on the right path. And again, it's I feel like it's confusing sometimes, because we believe in the spiritual community, or there's this belief that's coming around that once you're on your path of purpose, you're never going to experience any hardships or hurdles or obstacles. And that is the illusion, because at the end of the day, life is still going to life, whether you're on your path of purpose or not. So trusting that even though things arise and even though things seem to fall apart, oftentimes it's so that we can allow things to fall into place. Okay. Someone new is coming. Whoa, you got 29 and 28, and this popped out of the deck. What a synchronicity. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. So this could be a love relationship. It doesn't have to be. This could be a friendship. This could be an alliance coming in. This could be a work partnership. But there's someone that's coming in that's going to be working with you moving forward. Okay, I'm going to get one of the dragons, because this is a Dragons and Archangels deck. Oh, I love this. You got Lao Tzu and Sunshine. Be careful with your words. With some, you can harm yourself. So speak with love and positivity. Allow your words and smiles to be your adornment. So I do feel like at some point, maybe you've been really cruel or critical to yourself. And that could be from those difficult people that you've dealt with in the past. And now coming into this place of truly being a positive influence for yourself and allowing your spirit and the ego to work in tandem with each other in a positive, conducive way, by reminding your ego that those beliefs and those ideas from others are not yours to hold. And that's just practice and patience. And you've come so far with that. We have Aurora here with Maxia Lu. Your true power is the light of your own magic. Remember, you are a powerful, magical creature. What another synchronicity here, because Pluto talks about us taking back our power. And we got that energy in the very beginning about taking back your power from situations that felt somewhat hopeless and trusting that everything's going to work out. So let's get one of these. What do the archangels want you to know? Okay, this one wants to come out. about your purpose right now. Okay, on the bottom, we have illumination. Something hidden is coming to light now. You find out about new jobs, opportunities, and options. Someone lends you a helping hand. So again, pointing towards someone is coming in for you, pile one. And I feel like that's really powerful. That's what the archangels want you to know right now, is that you have assistance. And that's why I was saying it's recognition. This really feels like recognition. So this could be recognition of someone who's doing something similar to you, and they come in and they recognize your potential and they want to help you connect with more people, more clients. This could be someone who wants to invest in your company, in your business, in you. It just really does feel like there's a lot of hope that's coming in for you, where maybe you didn't feel like this was ever going to be a possibility, but it's here now. So we have balance coming out on the bottom with 222. And let me see if I can get that to read. Okay. Maintain harmony and balance in your life to manifest your desires. So coming into this balanced place, you're going to be manifesting so many things coming up. All right, let's get a life purpose card here for you. Actually, I think I'm going to get 2 of these out. Whoa, thank you. Oh my goodness. I think one came out. Where did it go? Did I just hear things? Okay, I guess I was just hearing things. That was crazy. All right. This one. Oh, my card has a little flip on it. Okay, on the bottom, body work. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So I was getting like anything that has to do with the metaphysical and energy work and healing, all of that can do with that as well. Also, you could be in the medical field. So we're going to get some romance angels just because we have someone that's coming in. We have heart-to-heart conversations coming out. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. So there's someone that's coming in that's going to be completely honest with you. And they're going to give you space to be completely honest with them. And again, that's hold the space, right? There's going to be a feeling of safety here where you do feel like you can give that. So we have Bridget, caution is warranted. Look deeper into this situation before proceeding forward or further. Honestly, here's the thing. With this card coming out, I feel like this is your energy with Bridget. I feel like you're very cautious of letting people in. I feel like you're very cautious of trusting people, which is good, and that's okay. But also remember that if all you ever do is close off your heart, you're never going to be able to let people in. Like no matter if they're your soul tribe or not, if you're staying closed off, you're never going to make space for them. And again, with Druid, hold the space. That's something that's really vital for you on your journey right now, is holding space. So remembering to let people show up exactly as they are and letting that be your guiding light. Okay. But also let yourself open your heart and let love in. So we have Astara here with you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. So again, you are manifesting something that you really wanted here. You have gone the distance. You put in the effort. And now things are starting to pan out for you. And I feel like this is because you want to be seen. You want to be a leader. You want to help others. Whatever that is, whatever industry you're in or whatever it is that you do as a hobby, whatever it is, this is definitely an answered prayer. We have Layla on the bottom. Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. So coming back to making space, that meditation, the void, and filling the void with new positive, loving energies. So we have Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. So this is something you're really passionate about. Okay. And I feel like what the archangels want you to know about your purpose right now is that you are going to be given a new sense of energy, vitality, and excitement to go towards what you want. And there might be some unpredictability that does arise here, but I feel like regardless of that, you're igniting your fire. And it's interesting that the fire guardian came out, because earlier I was talking about how compassion moves us to act. It actually moves our solar plexus. And so the fire energy is connected with the solar plexus chakra. So there's something here it's like moving you to act. Okay. Definitely connecting with your higher self. Wisdom. Yeah, you have a lot of wisdom. You are called to serve as a mentor for someone, or as a role model and a guide who can show the way. Use your wisdom and experience. So how you share your wisdom and experience. You're the light for others. Didn't I say that at one point? I feel like that's coming in again. So whatever it is that you have to give to others, it's very vital. It's very important to the world at this time. I feel like it's going to be very fulfilling to you. Also, what I wanted to say here is with Lao Tzu, like how he is in this meditative position, right? Again, so meditation is something that's really powerful for you at this time. You could also be connecting with the other realms in your meditation. This could be something that happens quite by surprise while you're meditating. Suddenly you astral travel to another realm, or you're connecting with, angelic beings, or you're connecting with otherworldly beings, and that's not to freak anybody out. Just stay calm and carry on, right? Everything will work out for you. And reminder that you can always set boundaries before you go into meditation, that if I'm to connect with anybody, may it only be of those of highest light and love. And that's okay. We have harmony, 121. Embrace harmony in your life. Seek balance between your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Yeah, so balancing out the energies here, especially with 222 coming out on the bottom of the deck. There's this energy of really balancing things out right now. So freedom. Wow, I love this for you. You're free to choose what you do. You're free to do what you choose. Okay, so there's a sense of freedom that's coming, and I feel like that's going to be really good for you, and that's what your angels want you to know about your purpose right now. This is going to bring freedom for you. It's going to bring fulfillment, freedom, balance, harmony, just a sense of doing the right thing for yourself. Music, I love this. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Didn't I say underground hip hop? That came in earlier. Yeah, so maybe you're in the underground music world, or doing something with music to connect with others. You could be doing music healing or anything like that. It does feel like music is very vital to you, very important to you. Maybe you write songs, or you like to play an instrument, or you sing. And that is something that helps heal others as well. So we have the honeymoon card coming out. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So whoever it is that's coming in, it's going to feel like a honeymoon. You guys are going to be getting along really well. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic here, okay? So it can be, but it doesn't have to be. That's not what we're necessarily pointing at. Okay, we have religious factors. Your love life is being influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So I honestly feel like this isn't saying that this is what's blocking anybody coming in. I feel like this is what the archangels are reminding you, is that the people who are coming in next are going to be sharing your ideas, your religious background, or your spiritual path, your spiritual journey and background. Like, these are things that you are going to share together, and it's going to be a very profound experience for you. Okay, so we're going to take a look at your card. I'm going to read this from the book. Listen deeply. Ooh, I love this. Again, like asking for someone to come in. We first must be willing to listen. That is so powerful. I feel like giving that safe space. I really feel like someone's going to do that for you, and that you're going to do that for them. Okay, so listen deeply. It says your angels, excuse me, your angels are sending you guidance and inspiration through your powerful and resonant inner voice. Be ready to listen to that voice now. Listen to yourself. If you aren't able to hear yourself, you'll be blocking your connection to the information, insight, and guidance that can support you going forward. If you've been ignoring or avoiding dealing with something you feel that you've had to do for a long time, your angels are encouraging you to stop, listen to yourself, and do it now. Your expansion and growth depend on it. If you have received challenging information recently about your life from any source and you are unsure whether to believe it or not, this card assures you that it is pivotal to unfolding of your freedom and joy. So listen deeply. So freedom is something that's really powerful for you, pile one. The whispers of our inner voice are subtle, and it takes patience and willingness to hear them. Often this voice can seem intensely honest and direct, but that's because it wants us to hone in on truth in order to grow. Often we don't like the truth the inner voice is giving us and refuse to listen, but all we are doing is blocking the guidance that is coming forward for us. The truth of the matter is that our inner voice is always working in our favor, and divine guidance is always loving and supportive. It will be direct and insightful, but it won't make us feel low. If you are unsure of what information is guidance and what is based on fear or ego, call on the angels to help you hear and understand the information that's rising up within. You can also invite them to clear old messages so that you can have more space energetically for guidance that is relevant to the present moment. Okay, so listening deeply here. And I feel like this is really telling because the main thing here is that right now your path of purpose is all about space. Making space, hearing music, right? Listening to your heart, listening to the guidance that you're receiving, continuing down the spiritual path, okay? Reaching out and doing what you want, but maintaining that space so that you can fill it with the things that are higher and higher alignment with your journey, okay? So this is a really powerful message. If you feel like this is your message, leave the little ear emoji down below and say, by tuning in and listening to my inner voice and my inner guidance, I allow the divine to guide me to the blessings that are manifesting in my life right now. And if it resonated, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. I would like to take this moment to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angel source, and my spirit guides for coming together to give us this powerful message. And if you are interested in supporting the channel, everything you need will be in the description box. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. And until next time, pile number one, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this dice with Pluto on it, or perhaps you were called to this amethyst, or maybe you were drawn to this card during the shuffle, this is going to be your reading on what the archangels want you to know about your purpose right now. We're all here sharing this human experience together. This is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic selves. And we do things differently here on this channel, so the message does resonate. It would mean the world to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. Triggering messages may arise on the reading itself. There's no obligation to force it to fit. And keeping in mind that triggers are a beautiful blueprint for us to deepen our healing journey. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop to it. I would like to say your presence and your time today are truly a blessing and a gift, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So what do the archangels want you to know about your purpose right now, pile number two? What do the archangels want you to know about your purpose? You got Pluto again. Pluto's a contender today. For sure. So you might have come from pile number one as well. Interesting. And if not, that's okay. If you felt drawn to both pile two and pile one, then there might be additional messages in pile one for you. But I do feel a different energy coming in. We've got the first house, Aquarius, and Pluto. This is unattachment to the outcome. You had been so attached to how things were going to pan out for you for a long time, pile 1 or pile 2. I feel like there's this energy where you're wondering how, when, where, why, and what, who, all these things. Like, when is this all going to happen? When is it going to come together? And I feel like it was creating a lot of trouble for you, a lot of dissonance on your journey, a lot of resistance, and finally coming into this place of realizing that you're not all those past worries, and that this is where I'm going. This is where I am taking myself, and I know that if I stay on the path that things are going to work out. And there's an element of really trusting in the process coming through here. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's not something that you can see overnight success with. So with Aquarius, this could be web design, dealing with AI. This could be anything over the web, over the internet. This could be anything that is technological, futuristic, scientist-oriented, anything that has to do with bringing the world into a new state of being, okay? That could even just be bringing a new mindset, a new perspective. I feel like there was this element around you where things weren't really working out, and there was a fear of like, why do I have this information, this inspiration, this passion, when it just seems like nothing is coming together to show me that this is worth my time and effort? But you still can't turn it away. And so the transformation here has to do with you. And that's what's changing on your path. And that's what's changing for your purpose right now. It's you. You're shifting. And in shifting, you're becoming more connected to what you want and not the outcome or not some end goal. The end goal is there, but it's not something you're identifying with now. You're just recognizing that I have to take these steps to get there, so let me take the steps first. Right? Not trying to put the cart before the horse. Is that right? I think that's the right saying. Yeah. So now you're just doing what's necessary to go towards this. We'll dig in. We're going to be getting information from the Power Angel, the Archangel Power Tarot. I can talk today. Wow. I feel like there's been a little bit of stumbling over yourself recently, because I was talking fine and then I get here and I'm not stuttering, but like trying to vocalize what I want to vocalize and trying to say it and struggling just to articulate it. And so you may have a stutter, but I don't feel like that's something that usually affects on how you actually are articulating what it is that you're saying. And I just feel like this is where I'm having, I don't know what to say. Like, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. So we're going to get there. Don't worry. That means this message is definitely for you if that's something you've been experiencing yourself. And we just got out of Mercury retrograde. We just got out of its shadow a few days ago. And so take a deep breath. What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? Okay, they want one more. What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? Pile 2. Yeah, you're persevering. You're overcoming the shadow. You're overcoming the challenges. What do your Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? Pile 2. What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? Okay, what do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? Pile number 2. Thank you. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot with Archangel Metatron. Determination, self-control, career advancement, acknowledgement of success by others. So there's an element of success here, like passing with flying colors, I hear. So maybe you're trying to take some sort of test or certification and you're going to be passing with flying colors. I do feel like this is just realizing, isn't that funny? Didn't I say not to put the cart before the horse? And we have the chariot card coming out here, which is literally a chariot being pulled by horses. Oh, I love that synchronicity so much. Thank you so much, angels. This is that energy where it's you recognizing that this is my forward motion. And so for your path of purpose right now, your purpose, you're trusting that every step you take is getting you to where you're going, and relinquishing hold on identifying with the success that comes with that, or the recognition or the money or whatever it is. It's just, let me put one foot in front of the other right now. Right? Things have been unbalanced lately with the Five of Gabriel here. Okay, we have a challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. The Five of Wands in the Tarot Marseille talks about when something really dramatic happens in our lives and it upsets the balance, we're able to regain balance. Okay, we're able to get our feet back underneath us and do what we need to do. So this is all about where maybe you had a severe check to the ego, the emotional ego. You took a severe check and life just kept coming at you, and you had an egoic death. And from that egoic death, that is where you began to rise again and recognize that I was holding on too much to things that don't necessarily matter. What matters is my expression of whatever it is that I'm drawn to, whatever it is that I'm passionate about here. Five of Ariel, interesting. We have 55 here, right? Uncomfortable place of change. Okay, so this is the Five of Coins. It says you needn't go through your current challenges alone. A challenge you can resolve. Isn't this interesting? Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. And the Five of Coins in the Tarot Marseille is a huge change, right? That's a huge change. So with this energy, you have a challenge. We see this has been a really difficult challenge for you. I feel like this has to do with belief systems in regards to your purpose. It's like, oh, if I do this and I do this and I do this, and suddenly I won't have to worry about anything anymore. And now realizing that I can still do this, and this, and life is still going to happen to me, but I don't have to let life get me down. I can still face life. I can still approach life from a very grounded place. So there's a huge uncomfortable change that's coming for you, a big shift on your journey, and also sudden progression here. Yeah, I love this. The Queen of Michael. We have brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. It says you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience. A time for you, your career rather than relationships. So focusing on moving forward in your career. And maybe that's what the big change was letting go of a relationship or a connection that wasn't in alignment with where you're going, that was more hassle than what it was worth, or that wasn't equal give and take, or that was presenting even more challenges for you along the journey. And it could have been a friendship. It could have also been a relationship with a woman. It could have been a relationship with a Libra, I heard Aries, but a Libra, Leo, a Taurus, or a Cancer is coming in here, or you might have that in your chart. Cancer moon, Cancer in the 11th house, and I'm getting Leo in the 3rd house is coming in as additional messages. Okay, so this is just showing right now that there's a huge challenge that you've overcome. And in overcoming that, now the focus, it's like a refocus back onto, this is where I want to go. Not that it hasn't happened for me yet, or not that, when is it going to happen? It's just, this is where I want to go. So I'm going to keep focusing on doing what I know I need to do. And so if you're like creating something, or if you're inventing something, it's not about the end result any longer. This is not about the end result. This is about changing yourself and doing what's necessary in this moment. And that's where the self-control is coming from. You're no longer letting people determine what's right or wrong for you. And your purpose right now is going to go through a period of expansion. And I feel like it's going to come really, really quickly, but not to hold on to that. That's what they're saying. It's not something to hold on to, but we're just reminding you that this is something that's meant to happen along your journey, is this expansion and this experience that you're meant to go through. Let's see what else comes through here. Hermit, yeah. Interesting. Retreat and recharge. So definitely you could have been drawn to pile one, especially with this energy coming out. But I feel like that's the thing here, is like right now it's about you drawing back from a situation that was really overwhelming and reconnecting with yourself, whether that's through meditation, through self-care practices, through silence and solitude. This is about reconnecting with where it is that you want to go. Yeah, on the bottom we have witch with be the light. So there's a lot of negativity that's been surrounding you recently when it comes to your purpose. That could be self-induced negativity. You know, we have to take accountability for where we're at as well, like if we're being mean or cruel to ourselves. But this could have been negativity from others as well. Like maybe there are people who are saying you couldn't do this, or saying it's impossible, or being indifferent. You know, when you're looking for opinions or guidance from others, maybe there's someone here who is incredibly indifferent to you. And I feel like, honestly, pile two, I just want to point this out. Like, I feel like personally that indifference is far worse than negativity. Because at least when someone's negative, you know where they're standing at. But indifference, it's like an unknown roller coaster ride of what the heck is going on. You know, well, okay, so this wants to be seen. It flipped over when I was trying to pick it up. We have some, yeah, definitely you could be. This came out in pile one too. Someone new is coming. An important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. I also just feel like this is reminding you that you're going to be connecting with people who are of like-minded energy and who understand what it is that you're going through and what it is that you're doing. Yeah, 43, your vibration is rising. Okay, this is a time of great spiritual growth for you. You're evolving to occupy a higher energetic frequency. Yeah, you're raising your own. That's why I was saying take accountability for where you're at. Because if we don't take accountability for how we feel about ourselves, then we're basically saying it's everybody else's fault. But sometimes we're our own worst enemies. And I feel like that's something that you're recognizing as well here, is being really bold and honest with yourself in a way that you hadn't been before. So like when the negative thoughts are coming up and seeing that maybe you've been bullying yourself, you're saying, stop. This is an illusion. We're believing something that's not ours to hold on to. We have Nike and Leslie. Your talents will lead you to great success. The time has come to allow your potential to awaken. Believe in yourself. If you don't believe in you, pile two, who will? 1 second. Whew. All right, let's get some more here. What do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? On the bottom, we've got adaptability, 765. You are flexible and capable of facing changes. Great changes coming. Trust in your strength to navigate any challenges that arise. So for you, pile two, there's overcoming something that's been extremely challenging for you in your purpose. Okay, whatever it is that you're doing for your purpose. That could be struggling to continue. That could be not having energy. That could be dealing with some really difficult people. That could be not connecting with the right people, right? As I'm saying this, people skills flies out of this deck. You have a flair for working well with others. You could be a diplomat, a counselor, a salesperson, or a head of a company. Yeah, so definitely being seen here. And also a new way of talking to others in a very graceful, elegant manner. So you might be really tapping into your Mercury. You could have Mercury in Gemini and Virgo. Mercury in Libra is coming in as well. Also Mercury in Pisces or Sag. Opportunity. Doors of opportunity are opening for you. You have the chance to change jobs, start a business, or invest in a new venture. Just do it. So an opportunity is making itself present to you. And I feel like you're going to take it. You're going to see the benefit of this opportunity and you are going to move towards it. So what do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? Pile number 2. We're going to get 2 of these. Thank you. Okay, on the bottom, we have study. Wow. Reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. Was it yours that I said you were going to get some sort of certification? I believe that was you, pile 2. I said there's some sort of certification here. Okay, and I know there wasn't, I mean, there's someone new coming in, but I'm going to get a couple of romance angel cards here just because we're connecting with the angels. So what do you need to know about your purpose? Pile number 2. Okay, interesting. We have unrequited love and deception. Okay, so someone's trying to come back in. Okay, someone new is coming in for you. Trust that someone new is here, but I do feel like there's an old energy that is trying to hold on. It says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, and someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So there is someone here who's been trying to deceive you, and this could be the same person, the unrequited love and the deception. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic connection. It could be, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, so I feel like the thing is here is that you've been dealing with people who have been very deceptive or been trying to paint themselves in a way that they truly are not. And that has also been something that's been weighing on you for moving forward for your purpose. It's been keeping you stuck in repeat cycles. And now you're learning to use the skills that you've gathered from dealing with these difficult people to actually connect with people who are on a similar journey as you, on a similar spiritual journey as you, on a similar self-healing journey as you. But I do feel like this is also your archangel saying, like, don't hold on to old relationships right now, especially when you know you need to let go, because there are new people coming in, and to have faith that those new people are coming in, especially with Aquarius energy here, connecting with like-minded individuals. Okay. Yeah. A new love, right? A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So there's definitely a new energy that's coming in. Could it be romantic? Sure, but that's not what we're focusing on today. So just keeping in mind for some of you, it is literally just a person who's coming in to be with you on your journey. That could be a partner, a love, a friend, a soul family, whatever the case may be. So we have Serena here. It says, I am the angel of abundance. You will receive the money that you need, and God is in charge of how that will happen. Have faith. Right? So no longer worrying about the who, what, when, where, why, and how. Rather just opening up and doing what you need to do, showing up and continuing to hold the faith that things are going to work out for you here. We have Bethany. When you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, a sea salt bath, or a pedicure. It's interesting. I just heard a sitz bath as well. If you don't know what that is, you can definitely check that out. But maybe that's something that someone has been inspired to do recently, is a sitz bath, and, you know, hasn't done that. It's a unique way to take a bath. They do it for many reasons. There's many reasons for a sitz bath, but I feel like that's something that's coming in. Like, maybe you don't have a large bathtub at home, and so you could try and do something like a sitz bath. Okay, so anyways, back to your regularly scheduled program. Confucius and Xingfu, we have, you have come a long way along the path of mastery. Learn now from your own soul where the light of ancient knowledge shines. You are ready to receive everything. So for you, pile 2, there's a lot of receiving. There's someone here that you're letting go of, and in letting go of them, you're going to be stepping up into this higher vibration, and in stepping into this higher vibration, you're really going to be receiving all those things that you've asked for a long time. all those things you identified with are going to come in, and you're no longer they're not going to hold the power over you like they did at one point in time. You know, like if you're on this journey for any amount of time, I always use money as an example here because it's such a great example. We idolize money in this realm. Maybe we try not to, but that's just something that we've been taught through societal construct and belief systems that have been passed down on from families. And also if our families have any DNA coding of poverty, then money definitely becomes one of those things that we idolize. And even if not, even if you come from a family of riches, like it can still be something that's idolized. And going through the healing process of letting go of the trauma around money, you realize it's a tool. It's not the have-all, end-all, be-all. It's literally a tool that we get to use, but it doesn't give us value. It doesn't give us worth. It doesn't make us better or worse than another person. But all these beliefs that are tied to money are something they have to fall away by us choosing to look at those patterns within ourselves. And so that's what it feels like here. You've done so much work and you come into this place of mastery, whatever it is that you're trying to do on your journey. And now you're no longer identifying with the things that so fiercely held your identity for so long. And that's what's giving you this freedom to manifest what it is that you desire. Wow, it's a really loud truck. Okay, so we have manifest your dreams. Oh my goodness. We have 4, 5, 6. You have the power to make things happen. It's time for you to take action with faith and confidence, knowing that your angels are guiding and supporting you every step of the way. So you're about to see manifestations happen. Okay, like that's what they want you to know about your purpose. That's what the archangels want you to know about your purpose right now, is that you're about to manifest a lot of things that you've asked for. Writing, okay? You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. So maybe you're an author, or that's something that you're interested in, or something that you're trying to become. We have teaching. I love that these came out together. Inspire young people to learn. So you could be writing an inspirational novel. You could be writing a self-help novel. You don't have to be. You could write a blog or something like that. Or you just share information with others. And the way that you write it, it teaches others how to let go. It teaches them to heal. It teaches them all different types of things. You could be a teacher yourself. Again, we go back to that energy. Maybe you're going in to get some sort of certificate. So, you know, studies with certificate coming out. That, I don't know. There's just really synchronistic energy here. But it could be anything along those lines. And if it's not, that's okay. You're going to be changing the world. I felt that from the beginning. There's something that you're doing that's inspiring us to move further into the future, which is technically teaching us something new. Okay, so then we have Archangel Michael coming in. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Wow. So this is your purpose. Whatever it is that you're doing, you're wrapped up, cuddled up, snuggled up, booed up with your purpose right now. Okay. Woo. Yeah, that is coming in so strongly here. So continue to move forward. Things are working out for you and you will start to see the manifestations that you've asked for. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this card. I'm going to read this from the book. Trust the universe. It's all about trust right now, having faith. Trusting that things are going to work out for your highest good. What a beautiful card to come through for you, pile number 2. Trust the universe. Trust the universe. Oh, 1 second. My eyeball is itchy. I see the light. What is that song? I saw the sign. Open up my eyes, I saw the sign. Life is demanding without understanding. I think those are the words. I'm not 100% sure. Who is that? Ace of Base that sings that song? That's an old one. Okay. So we have, although your faith may be challenged. Now, again, going through challenges, right? It's hard to trust when you're not seeing any progress. But that's getting like demolished for you along the journey here. And that's what your archangels want you to know about your purpose right now. Trust the universe. There's a reason for some of the experiences you've been going through recently. There are no coincidences in life and everything is unfolding perfectly according to the divine plan. Positive opportunities are coming your way. Trust in the process and the path that you are being led down. You will know it is the right path when you experience synchronicities and other signs and wonders. These are messages reminding you to trust the universe. There's no such thing as chance. All is well. All is guided. If you lose an opportunity or feel you've been shut down, know that this is the work of God and the angels. It is right for you. If you are wondering where you go from here, know that when you ask the universe for a sign, it will show up the moment you are on the right path. You're being guided by your angels to stop questioning everything that is occurring at this time. Let in the miraculous support you deserve. Trust that you are deserving of good experiences because you are, and the universe will deliver them to you. So good things are coming, and trust in that process. Okay, so already a lot of signs and synchronicities with this reading, and that just really confirms that message that when the signs and synchronicities are coming to you, that's when you're on the right path. So that's what it felt for me, is that you're on the right path. You're the living, breathing embodiment of your purpose, and it's only going to deepen. You're only going to continue to master it, and that's such a profound thing. And I feel like this is an encore from your angels, your guardian angels and the archangels. Like, keep going, pile 2. You're doing amazing things. It's so exciting. I'm so excited for you. This is really good energy. Watch out for those deceptive people, but I don't think I have to tell you twice, because you have discernment that will annihilate them from a mile away, is what I'm hearing. So keep going. You're doing an amazing job. And this is what I see here for you. If you feel like this is your reading, leave the little pin emoji down below and say, I am writing my beautiful life into existence right now and trusting that all is right. And if it resonated with you, it means so much to me if you're to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you're interested in supporting the channel further, you will find everything that you need in the description box. With that, I'd like to take this moment to thank your guides, your spirit messengers, your angels, source, my spirit guides. And I forgot to say this in pile 1, but we'll say it now. A special shout out to the archangels for coming through for this powerful message today. And until next time, pile number 2, stay human. Bye. Hello, my fellow human. If you were drawn to this dice with the south node on it, perhaps you were drawn to this piece of green aventurine, or maybe you were called to this card during the shuffle. This is going to be a reading on what do the archangels want you to know about your purpose right now. Would like to say first that we're all here sharing this human experience together, and this is a safe space to show up as your highest, most aligned, loving, authentic selves. We do things differently here on this channel, so keeping that in mind, if the message does resonate, it would mean the world to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. Triggering statements may arise on the reading itself, keeping in mind there's no obligation to force it to fit, but also remembering that triggers are a beautiful blueprint for us to deepen our healing journey. Your presence and your time today are a true blessing, and I'm so grateful to have you here. So with that, let's go ahead and hop to it and find out, what do the archangels want you to know about your path of purpose, pile number 3. What do the archangels want you to know about your path of purpose right now? Okay, so we have the 12th house. Interesting, you picked South Node and the North Node came out, and we've got Aquarius energy. There's a spiritual awakening that's knocking on your door. What do I hear that song? Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Right, so there's definitely a spiritual awakening that's knocking on your door right now. And I feel like this is going to deepen your purpose in a very profound way. This feels like you're coming into a period of time where you're going to be sharing your spiritual experiences with others. they're going to see them firsthand. So whether that is through you explaining your journey to others, sharing what you're going through, or where people are with you and suddenly all these signs and synchronicities happen, whatever the case may be, you are doing what you were always designed to do, especially with the North Node here. This is you branching out into the unknown, into the uncomfortable things that you wanted to do, but at one point maybe didn't believe that you had the ability to do. So with the North Node coming up, it is a direct message from the Archangels saying that you are on your path of purpose. You're following the path of destiny. What more could you want? I mean, of course, there's always going to be more that we want, more that we desire, but you're doing it. And I feel like this is also confirmation for you, Pile 3, where maybe you've been questioning, am I doing the right thing? Am I really following my path of purpose? Am I really doing what's in alignment with me? And you know, the unique thing about this journey is that we're always wondering, what is our purpose? What is our purpose for existing? It's so much simpler than we give it credit for. We're always trying to complicate it. We're very complex beings, and so we try to make everything in life complex and complicated, but sometimes it's really just simple as, what is it that makes you happy? What is it that you like to do? What is it that makes you feel like you have a sense of purpose? It doesn't have to be something special or something that is super ordained here and there. We're all ordained to create something. And whatever it is that you're drawn to, that's what it is for you. And I feel like you just kept going towards this one thing. You're connecting with others. You could have an online presence here. But I feel like you're starting to really connect with your soul tribe. And you're starting to see that come into fruition for you. Is people who are sharing a similar path, people you may be meeting around the world or outside. This feels like you're meeting them outside of where you grew up. So maybe you moved, and now where you're at, you're starting to really connect with people from where you moved to and seeing like, wow, I'm not alone on this journey. Also, I feel like your psychic senses, my psychic senses are tingling. I feel like they're getting stronger, and I feel like you're really tapping into that intuitive self, and it's just becoming a much more profoundly clear journey for you. Even so, I also feel like people who have maybe denied your gifts in the past are starting to see just how real they are. And remembering that while it hurts when people, question us or question what our reality is, or question make us feel like we're not real, right? Make us feel like we're going crazy, especially when it comes to psychic abilities. Just remember that there's a lot of people out there that have their gifts and they're lying dormant, but because they haven't experienced it themselves, it's really hard to put on the shoes of someone who has. So to them, it does seem as though it is out of this world, completely irrational. And that's not the truth of who you are. And I feel like that's something that your archangels really want you to know at this point, is that just because there are people who haven't experienced what you have, or just because the people around you made you feel a certain way about your gifts and your talent, maybe it's your talents. It doesn't always have to be psychic. It could just be a talent that you have that's just as equally powerful and mind-blowing, and it doesn't make that your reality. And I feel like as the train goes by, there's this letting go of questioning your skills or questioning those abilities. You're no longer questioning them. You're seeing the value that they bring into your life. Wow, this is really powerful. Okay. But whatever it is that you're doing currently, you are absolutely doing the right thing for you. So we're going to be pulling out the Archangel Power Tarot today. I felt like it was a really fitting reading to do this. And so we're going to find out more about what the archangels want you to know about your purpose right now, pile number 3. Yeah, a lot of alignment coming in for you. I feel like there is something that happened from the past that you're finally putting down, and you're gaining a new sense of emotional well-being. And this is feeling like some sort of a victory for you. So this could be a hurt, a pain, a betrayal, something that you held on to for a long time. Maybe something at even one point you're like, I'm never going to forgive for what has happened. And then suddenly one day you wake up and you're like, I really think I need to forgive this situation. Not to free the person of what it is that they did, or not to say that what they did was okay, but because something inside of you is saying, I'm tired of carrying it around. And you did that. And if you haven't yet, it is coming. What do the archangels want you to know about your purpose, pile number 3? What do the archangels want you to know about your purpose? Whoa, thank you. What do the archangels want you to know about your purpose right now? Thank you. What do the archangels want you to know about your purpose right now, pile number 3? Thank you. Okay, on the bottom of the deck, we have the moon. Beautiful. Again, your psychic abilities. I keep feeling like this very psychic energy. You could have a water trine in your chart. You could also have very heavy 12th house placements. You could have a stellium in the 12th house, or in the 4th house is coming in as well. You could have Cancer, Moon, Cancer in the 6th house, Cancer in the 12th house. You could have Pisces rising, Pisces in Venus, or Pisces in the 8th house is coming in. We also have Scorpio, Scorpio moon or rising, Scorpio in Mercury, and Scorpio in Uranus is coming in. Okay, some random clarifiers for you. We have the moon with Archangel Haniel. The opportunity to improve your plans, listen to your intuition for accurate guidance, face your fears, and grow stronger. Wasn't that what I was saying? Like, you face the unknown, and now you're opening up to a deeper understanding of who you are and where you're meant to go. So right now, what's happening on your purpose, your path of purpose, is that you are literally tapping into a well of the unknown. And it's become... Whoa, did you see that? I wonder if the video caught that. The flame just like sizzled and went... That's crazy. That was so weird. Okay. So yeah, some weird things are going to happen for you, pile 3. And there's going to be things that like people can't deny. Like they're just... Because it's going to be weird. It's going to be really noticeable. I feel like I need to tip the camera just a bit here. I don't know. We're just going to go with it. But also just understanding your emotions as well, right? We were talking about that emotional release and emotional maturity that's coming. And if people reconnect with you from the past, you are literally a different person. This is not like, oh, hey, pile 3, it's been years. It's going to be like, oh, hey, pile 3, whoa. I don't know you anymore. I don't even know what type of energy you're in anymore because you've changed so much. Not in a bad way. It's just that people from your past do not know you. They don't. They do not know you anymore. If they try coming back, they literally cannot have same conversations with you from the past because of your purpose has led you to this growth of self and this evolution of your emotional well-being. Definitely emotional here. We have the Knight of Ariel, which is a Knight of Coins. Look at this. Trustworthy, understanding, devoted is the one that's standing out the most here. Funny. There is so much to accomplish. Make a detailed plan. Being watched over by someone kind. Look, and this one said, an opportunity to improve your plans. So I feel like this is Source pointing out as well with the Archangels coming in that you are improving upon your daily routine, your daily plans, and that's making, even though it's small steps, it's making such a huge difference. So many of you could have lost weight. Many of you could have changed your style, what you wear. Many of you could have changed your entire, like, it feels like your entire style has changed. Like everything about you has changed. Or if it hasn't, it just appears that it has. Very surface level changes, I know, but it's in reflection of your energy. And that's what this feels like. So there's something here about your plans. We have the Ace of Michael with the Ace of Swords, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, again, clarity coming in here. Psychic clarity, psychic understanding, psychic downloads are coming in that are helping point you in the right direction. So maybe there was a stop in your downloads, or you felt like your downloads just kind of like went away. Maybe it felt like you'd lost access to your gifts, or they just weren't as profound as they once were for you. And I feel like that's because you had, you know, there's levels. So they're showing me there's levels. So it's kind of like when you play a video game and you begin as a beginner, right? Eventually beginner is too easy for you, and so you have to move up to novice. And so you move up to novice, and it's really challenging at first, and there's so much that's happening, and there's all this stuff that's flying in at you, and then eventually novice gets too easy for you, and so you move up to intermediate, and the same thing happens, and then you move up to advanced, and advanced, you know, can eventually become too easy for you. But the cool thing about the spiritual path is that there's even more levels than advanced, right? So you could have reached an advanced stage of connecting with your abilities, and you got to the point where it was so almost menial, right? And now it's going to the next level. Like you had to master it so that you could step into the next level. And that's what this feels like. So when people from your past come in and they start to have conversations with you, like you are not having the whole, hey, WYD conversation. We're just not going down that road, right? So if somebody keeps coming in and you're like, they say, hey, pile 3, WYD, you're going to say, I'm sorry, what do you want to know? Because we're not having this conversation, the WYD. I don't answer these texts. So you either tell me what it is that you're reaching out to me for, or we're going to end this conversation now. And I feel like it surprises people. And maybe you don't say it in that way, or I don't feel like you're cruel about it. I just feel like you're blunt and really straightforward. And some people get really mad. They get really, well, screw you. I was just trying to be nice, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, it's been 7 years since I've talked to you. This is not being nice. This is boredom at its finest. And I'm not here to fill space for you, okay? And other people are going to be like, whoa, you've never said stuff like that. Like, really, I was just thinking about you and I wanted to reach out, but I didn't really know what to say. So this is what I said. And it's like, okay, well, maybe we can have a conversation. But you're not in that same energy where it's like just trying to fill space, because your time is money, your money is time, and everything in between, it matters, right? Yeah, the 4 of Raphael. There's something here that is creating emotional stability, right? We have seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, be aware of your own emotions. Yes, what a confirmation. Thank you so much. Thank you, Archangels. So what the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now is growth. There's a lot of growth. Didn't I say there's a spiritual awakening knocking at your door? We have all these cards and all these energies coming in that are confirming this time after time, time after time. Okay, so anyways, we're going back to this. It's just this growth of your emotional well-being. You're coming into a very emotionally mature state. You're not worried about hurting others' feelings by being direct with them, because being direct is not being mean, right? You're not being vicious. You're not attacking them with malicious intent. You're simply trying to get to the point. And through that, you begin to really weed out the people who are just trying to waste your time versus the people who actually want to be present with you or who want to spend that time with you. And this is helping you feel more connected. And I feel like through whatever it is that you're doing, you're taking small steps in the right direction. And even though maybe at one point you were trying to stampede your way to some final, result, it has since changed to where now you're just taking a nice stroll in a park on your way to your goals and your dreams. And through that, you are able to connect with the spirit realm in a very profound and unique way. And even if you don't feel like you have psychic abilities, that's okay. You can still connect with the spiritual realm through creativity, through inspiration, through motivation, through, any of those things that get you into that state. Even just walking in nature is a beautiful way to connect with the spirit realm, whether you feel the psychic senses or not. It doesn't mean that they're not there. It just means that maybe you just don't see it that way, and that's okay, right? Like, I'm not here to force that on you. What I'm saying is that you connect in a way that is unique for you, and it's growing whatever that way is, okay? So, whoa, let's see what else is coming out for you. Do the Archangels want pile number 3 to know about their path of purpose? Right now we have number 24 coming out with Aradia and Niece. Aradia has spoken. Your inner servitude is over. Your beliefs and dependencies are melting away. I am awakening the magic that will free you. Know that freedom begins in the thoughts. Yeah, and that's what I was saying earlier, like this clarity of mind, realizing that me being direct is not me being rude. And maybe a past version of yourself really felt like you being direct was you being cruel or vicious or unkind or malicious. And there's something that's changed in the way that you see that. Like, there's nothing wrong with me being direct, because me being direct helps me get further along on my path. And I really feel like this is the way that you're speaking to others, but also what it is that you're receiving. We have the purple here showing the connection with the crown chakra and being able to receive that open invitation from source. Wow. We have Emma Star here and Diamond with number 11, spiritual growth. Emma Star is speaking. Good words. Me speak good English. We can get there. Okay. Emma Star has spoken. Come to me in the temple of eternity, of eternal purity. Let me fill your view of the future with a rosy light. So things are unfolding for you in a very beautiful way. But isn't that funny? Didn't I say you're taking a stroll in the park, like smelling the roses? I think I said that. I was going to say that if I didn't, but coming back to the roses in the park, like really truly embracing every moment on your journey. And that's why you're in the North Node, right? It's not about how fast you're going. It's not even about how slow you're going. The only thing that truly matters is how present you are with the unfolding of the path. All right, so what do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now, pile 3? Star ancestors, follow the voice of your soul. Yeah. This is something that is near and dear to your heart for sure. Like, no matter how hard it gets, no matter what you have to sacrifice in order to do what it is that you want to do, you're willing to put forth that effort. There's a quote, and I wish I could remember exactly how it went. So I'm going to give it to you the best way I remember. But it said something like, would we do this journey if we actually knew what we had to sacrifice at the beginning? And many people, I feel, would say no, because if you knew what you had to actually sacrifice to get involved in the spiritual path, the journey, finding your purpose, understanding yourself, self-awareness, self-evolution, consciousness, presence, I don't feel like people would give up or sacrifice all the things that you have to sacrifice on this journey to come into this state of awareness. But I feel like you've come into this place where now you're recognizing that all of these sacrifices are worth it, because when I sacrificed something I didn't think I could before, I'm opening up the door of opportunity for something even better or even bigger or even more amazing. The candle just went out. So with follow the voice of your soul, I feel like you're getting messages from your star ancestors. So this could be if you feel like you resonate with being a star child. I'm going to change this out real quick. Then you're getting messages from your soul family in the stars, in the ethers. Also, this could be the ability to channel those messages to the world if that's something that you've been practicing or working on. This could be a deepening of psychic medium abilities as well, but also just becoming like a channel of some sort is coming in. And remembering that if you open up to being a channel, like you don't have to channel for others. That's never a requirement. You just becoming a channel for yourself can be equally as powerful, right? Yeah, look at this. Archangel Michael, with deeper insights are at hand. Your overall plan is coming through. Plan. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. So one step at a time here. Something about really tapping into this plan. I feel like for you, it's all about making a plan. They cannot make that more clear. Right? So setting some sort of plan, your routine, getting into the groove is going to help you really a lot on your path of purpose right now. We have put your creative energy to action. Archangel Gabriel joins me to spark your creativity, help you communicate your vision, and motivate you to create something beautiful. So there is a lot of creativity that's coming to you currently, and through that, you're also tapping into your psychic abilities. Again, it doesn't have to be psychic mediumship. It doesn't have to be clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, claircognizance, whatever the clair tasting is, clair smelling. I don't remember all the words for it, but it doesn't have to be any of the clairs, okay? It doesn't have to be, you know, able to see ghosts or spirits or anything like that. Psychic abilities are just really tapping into the intuitive place that's within us. Every one of us has that gift. But not every one of us is able to feel it as much as others or as little as others, right? It's different for everybody. And so honoring what it is for you. But for you, maybe to tap into that, it's spending time painting, or it's spending time singing or making music or whatever it is, right? And honoring that that's perfect for you and that's the way it's meant to be. So don't try to compare. And I feel like that's really important for you, Pile 3, is not trying to compare your gift to someone else's gift, because there is no comparison. Yours is unique to you, and that's why it matters so much. Illumination. You could have resonated with another pile with this coming out. It says something hidden is coming to light. You find out about new jobs, opportunities, and options. Someone lends you a helping hand. Also, really quickly, if you've chosen to watch all 3 piles with me, leave a purple heart down below or just say I made it. That's for my Purple Heart Club. I know what that means. I'm really honored that you chose to spend the entire reading with me. Thank you so much. And if you're here for pile 3 alone, you are equally as important to me, and I'm truly honored that you've chosen to be here with me in this time and space. So what do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now, pile 3? Thank you. Clarity. You are getting clear messages all the time. Like just an inner knowing. This is exactly what I'm supposed to do. Even when things seem tough, this is exactly what you're supposed to do. It says trust yourself in the universe to make the necessary changes to achieve your goals. Soon you'll gain clarity about your life's purpose. So much clarity coming in for you, pile number 3. So we're going to get some life purpose cards here. Author. Interesting. So maybe you're trying to write. So you have a book inside of you that wishes to be expressed. Make the time to write it. So coming back to the plan, there's something about planning your time, right? What's that quote? I think it's in the Serena and Venus Williams. Is that right? I hope that's right. Is it Vanessa or Venus? I can't remember. That's terrible. I should remember that. That's from my era. Anyways, from the Williams' sisters, I think their dad always told them if you fail to plan, you can't plan to fail. And so that was something that he like hung up when they would go practice tennis in the courts in their hometown, and he would have them hang up little posters with quotes, and that was one of the quotes that they always quoted, at least in the movie. If you check out the movie, I don't remember the name of the movie. It's been a while since I've seen it. But if you know the movie, you can definitely write the title of it down below in the comments for other pile threes. That's a big help. I appreciate those of you that do that. And if not, that's fine too. But yeah, I feel like that's a thing. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So it's important for you to set up time and space. Create space for what it is that you want to create. Okay, and we have speaker here. Your life purpose involves your skills of oration. Yeah, so being able to talk to others, being able to help others is important. To share your wisdom with others. On the bottom, travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. So you could be traveling around the world as a speaker, as an author. I'm not surprised that the author and the speaker came out together, because that goes hand in hand with one another. You know, especially if you do like book readings, that would be speaking. We'll also grab some Romance Angels cards, just because I did for the other two piles, even though we didn't talk about someone coming in for your pile. But what do the Archangels want you to know about your purpose right now, pile 3? Okay, so Free Yourself came out. It says it's time to take back control of your life. Yeah, so letting go of limiting beliefs here, and also taking back control from yourself. Don't compare your gifts to others. Free yourself from that comparison. There is no comparison. You are a unique being, and you get to be a unique being. And when you get planted as the unique being that you are, pile 3, you get to grow into whatever that is, and that's beautiful enough and imperfectly perfect as it is. So it's talking about honoring that, okay? Finances and careers. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Okay, so this is having to do with your finances, your career. You are moving towards something huge here, but I do feel like there's been a lot of struggle with creating or manifesting financial freedom. And they're just saying that you pouring into what it is that you want to do will bring that to you. And if you keep going down this path, things are going to work out for you. But right now it is a heavy weight on your shoulders, and that's okay. You're working through that. We have Desiree here. No, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide you and comfort you. Right? So don't try to control this. That's what I'm getting with Desiree here. Don't try to control the outcome here. Don't try to force anything. Allow things to unfold and continue your healing journey, because your healing is what's taking you to new levels. We have, your emotions. Water Guardian, connect with your emotions. This is a very powerful message for you, pile number 3. Right now, you're being given space, time, and a sense of peace in order for you to deal with your emotions, to really tap in. And that's what's helping your psychic abilities to become even stronger. Honest work. It's okay to have a job that's not very glamorous. Get some experience to help you move up in the future. Success is a process, not a quick fix. Exactly. So whatever it is that you're building it. Remember, you're making a foundation. You're not trying to build a mansion overnight, right? They didn't build Rome in a day. Like, remembering that will help you continue to put forth the effort towards your journey. Shift. 565. Take a look at your life. Which areas need to be shifted to bring more joy. Take time to reassess your priorities and create a plan for yourself. This is absolutely insane. I mean, we've gotten planning cards from almost, 1, 2, 3. Well, we had 4 from the Archangel Michael. So 4 different decks with the plan. Oh my goodness, I can't. Well, we have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. So being lighthearted right now is really important for you. Not taking everything so seriously. And especially with the emotions energy coming through, it's so easy to fall into this rabbit hole of craziness and chaos because our emotions can be something that controls us. And right now it's about staying lighthearted, you know, finding jokes in the hardships if you can. And it's not about running away from your emotions. It's just laughing at the absurdity of it all, because it is truly absurd. Like, some of the way things work out, it's just like, oh Lord, I couldn't have even made this up if I tried. So let me just have a good laugh, kick back and grab a cup of tea and be as present as I can right now. So that's what the flirt card really feels like right now. We have a star. Yeah, you could have definitely resonated with another pile. You deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams and desires and don't compromise. Go get it, baby. Go get it. You're doing a great job. We have Omega. Victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. Yeah, so you're definitely manifesting what it is that you want in your life. A lot of purple here in your reading, and I feel like you're really raising your vibration into this and tapping into the spiritual realm. And, you know, also opening your heart is important for that, so that you can really let your heart speak the path that it wants to speak on. And you can follow that through the guidance you're receiving from the divine and from the archangels, from your spirit guides, whatever it is that you feel is there. Okay. So we're going to take a look at this card. I'm going to read this from the book. Look at that. We have healing energy. I think my dog is trying to bark, but I'm not sure because, oh yeah, she's trying to bark. Sorry, it was just really weird. She's just, the way she was barking, she doesn't usually bark like that. 1 second. That was so silly. She like came over. She doesn't run. I shouldn't say she ran, but she came over to the door as fast as her little legs will take her. And she stuck her head down by the door and she was just like, whew, like this, but her whole body was bouncing, and so she didn't really bark until she finally decided, oh, it's time for me to actually have a voice. So it's interesting because I feel like that's also synchronistic to your journey, where it's like for a long time you haven't had a voice, and now you're getting to this point where you're going to be speaking out loud, and that's part of your healing, right? Healing the emotions. This is very powerful energy coming in for you. Healing energy. Let's see what this says. Whoa, I just passed it. I saw it. I saw it. I didn't mean for your reading to be so long, but there's a lot that came through. We have angels are enveloping you in healing energy at this time. They are swirling around you, filling your body, mind, and soul with a soothing and peaceful light. They are guiding you to receive this healing energy and allow your body time to return to its natural state of goodness. Healing is actually an energy that goes beyond the body. It's the return to a natural and good state. Healing angels are placing their hands upon you in any situation that may be concerning you at this time. Know that the miracles you are seeking are unfolding before your eyes. You are blessed to receive this card today because the energy it brings will mend any breakages, wounds, or emotionally raw situations that are troubling your heart. If anything in your life is broken or disrupted, this card indicates that healing energy is being brought to it. Your angels want you to know that any prayers or calls for help and support you have sent out have been received, and that they are working on the case now. Healing doesn't happen tomorrow. It begins today. So you are guided to visualize the best and most loving outcome possible in all areas of your life. See angels of light placing their hands upon anything that may be of concern, and know that when you do this, excuse me, you allow healing energy to unfold in the present moment. So really powerful energy here, but also look at this. Look at this ring of light here. It's around the heart, the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra, but this is what it feels like, the activation of the higher, more etherical chakras, and that's really powerful. So this could be Kundalini going up through the more ethereal chakras. And, you know, again, I'm not here saying like everybody's going through the awakening. Just if it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, don't try to force that, because that's not a common occurrence. But it is something that is really powerful regardless, that your upper chakras are opening right now and they're becoming more balanced, which is going to serve you well moving forward as you continue to walk your path of purpose. So an incredibly strong message for you today, pile number 3. I was truly honored to do this. If you felt like this was your message, leave the little unicorn emoji down below and say, by tapping into my emotions, I am freeing myself from the burdens of the past and allowing the blessings of life to become my reality. And if it resonated, it would mean so much to me if you were to like, comment, and subscribe below. If you're interested in supporting the channel further, you'll find everything in the description box. I'd like to take a moment to thank your guide, your spirit messengers, your angel source, my spirit guides, and a special shout out to the Archangels for coming through on your reading today. And until next time, pile number 3, stay human. Bye.